It's time for conversation with the big guy, pal.
Wake up! It's feeding time!
Welcome to Conversation with the Big Guy. I am the big guy, Ryback, and I'm sitting here with the one and only. She's back again, ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Marie.
I'm still here.
I like that. That's how we start every week. I'm
still
still here.
We said 3 months, right? You promised 3 months. Or what was
3
it?
months and you're out. You're done.
Man.
No, I like it. And okay, you're fucking out, Phoenix. And then it's the one and only, and I got to add another word. Pat used to be the one, Pat Buck. You're the one and only Phoenix Marie.
Oh, I like this.
And then I'm just gonna have to add to it.
One and only. What are you gonna add after?
I know it depends on the
Sensational.
person. If you just don't go quitting on me.
Oh, me quit. You're the one that's busier than me these days.
We're both busy. I feel like it's a good thing to be busy out there. I was today. I had to go drop off inventory for Amazon to UPS, and I know those people like the back of my hand, and they see me every third day or every other day. And some days I'm just dropping off 5 or 6 packages. Some days today was like 20-something boxes of inventory.
Holy cow.
But I have to like go label these things and then load them up into the truck, and I drive them over there myself. And as the Amazon thing continues to grow and grow, more and more inventory is going out because I got to keep my inventory numbers up higher, especially now the holidays coming around.
Oh yeah, that's.
But
a good
it's
guess.
the girl in there today. She goes, it's just more and more packages every week. And I go, I keep finding ways to get busier. And I go, it's a good thing, but I go, eventually I got to harness this a little bit. And it's like you say, oh, getting real estate now. Now I'm like, wait, I'm going to be having to manage these properties too.
Oh yeah, you make surprise visits and delivering packages to places.
Just
Interesting. You realize you said I brought package into the girl today. I'm sorry, like that. My brain went.
I brought
totally...
packages. No other human being, Phoenix, would say. I didn't say, oh, I went to UPS and brought my package to the girl today. I clearly explained packages. And every week there's more and more packages being delivered to this girl.
I bet there is.
Yeah.
Just to her.
Sweet, beautiful girl working at UPS. I would date her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she looks like she's one of those things. She's always working there. Super sweet girl. She's either in her 30s or she's way too young. It's one or the other.
How the hell can you be either of those?
I don't know. That's just my take.
Okay.
It's because she's a smaller framed girl. So
Small frame girl makes your dick look huge.
Here we go again.
Second time I got to say that today. Yes.
I love that. That's one of the first things you start off with as you're trying to pitch one of your friends to me. No, but there's always like an older guy in there working with her.
Creepy.
Well, no, it's UPS store. It's
standard.
Her
daddy. He gets the real package.
It's one of those. I was like, well, I need to get her in here alone, and like, there has to be some. She's like talked to me about like the supplements and stuff before, and I haven't really I just haven't gone there yet because I see these people so often.
Oh, yeah. Imagine you fuck that up and then your packages are never getting the fans.
There's another UPS store just down the road.
Oh, well, then fuck it. Let's fuck her. I mean, you should fuck her, not us.
Okay. I was just talking about talking to her at this point, Phoenix. And it's not bending her over the UPS store with the...
But I've done that before.
And I'm sure you've been paid well for it.
Yes.
No, but it's... I enjoy getting busier and busier. And it's this week going to Chaotic for... the Boston area for a wrestling appearance. We'll talk about that next week. And I'm looking forward to all that, but it's
how's the shoulder?
Shoulder's doing good.
Okay.
It's getting better and better. Been working out all week, and it's
aren't you supposed to be like 10 days not working?
No, though they tell you to like stop weight training altogether for a while, and I remember because my dad went with me to the last procedure.
Aww.
And good old Roger Dodger, and they said they say no working out for 2 or 3 days. You just take it easy. And then the next day, my dad called, and I was at the gym, but I was doing cardio. I was
doing cardio.
Yeah, it wasn't like burpees or weights or anything like that. I took a week off of weights, and he goes, "You're not supposed to be at the gym," and I go, "Those rules are for pussies."
And he's like, "That's my boy."
I didn't say it in those exact words, but that's what it's it's not like I'm not going and doing weights. I'm going and moving. And they say, no, don't sit down the whole time, walk around and move. So the elliptical is like walking.
Yeah.
And it's less stress on your joints. It's just
True.
getting blood flow, Phoenix.
Okay, blood flow. I know about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Certain areas of your body.
No, yeah. I know you're
I'm
where I was
back.
coming from. Yeah. Just get the blood moving, that promotes some healing and regeneration. And I'm good. The back is so much better. The stem cells worked so well on my back that the shoulder was just in such bad shape that I don't think it's. I was just talking to a guy at this gym, this big guy at the gym, and real badass. He's in Hell's Angels, I found out.
Nice.
And I'm really glad I get along with those people at the gym.
Yeah.
I never knew that for the longest time. I just thought he was this really sweet biker man. He's like the nicest.
He's all, I'm the president of the Hell's Angels.
No, he's legit probably Clay from like Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
And like he looks like the same, like that whole vibe. And the guy, I'm telling you, man, he there's not a nicer man around. And I've known him for years. He's a big wrestling fan, and he always has like a pretty big, like his group in there, and there's some pretty big guys. And we bullshit and talk. I've been talking to them for years. And then my one of the other guys I know in there, he goes, they're Hell's Angels, right? And I go, sweet. I'm glad I fucking get along with them. Because
otherwise, that'd be bad.
We wouldn't be doing this podcast.
Yeah.
No. They're fucking great people. They're human beings.
Yeah.
Working out in the gym, just trying to get a pump like everybody else.
I used to work at Harley, member, so you can
That's
only
right.
ride Harleys if you're in Hell's Angels.
Do you have
I have a Dyna Super Glide.
I want the 3-wheeler. I like safety first. I
What's
think
a truck?
what's wrong with that? All these people out there getting killed on motorcycles. Big guy, I want the big weighted down bike.
Why not just get a T-Rex instead?
You're talking in turn. I'm like a fraud biker. I have like Harley jeans, Harley boots. I have the whole deal. Harley shirts sometimes even. I don't have a bike though.
Have you ever ridden? On a Harley. Let me clarify real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've ridden.
I don't recall. I don't think I ever have.
What about dirt bikes?
Bike when I was a kid at my but like that's completely different than.
No, it's still riding. I'm gonna give you credit a little, not much.
I was just a kid.
Little.
Yeah, that was just by accident. That wasn't.
He's like wee, bam, down in the dirt.
But I like the 3-wheelers because I feel like it's just a lot. They're a lot safer, aren't they?
Please never ride a 3-wheeler ever, because I will pull your man fucking card. Like unless you're extremely old. My father was 71 and still riding.
So wait,
2 wheels.
I have this badass, expensive 3-wheeled fucking Harley.
I'm still gonna.
I'm
call
not
you
getting
bitch.
cred by other women and stuff when they
No.
see me on it.
No, they're laughing at you. They're gonna be like, "Look at the bear on the tricycle."
Wait, get out of here! I thought the 3-wheelers were just as cool as the two.
And listen, and if you're disabled, you're older. My father was 71.
Like
riding with the
Piney
Hells
from Sons of Anarchy had the health issue, so he had the 3-wheeler on
Right.
there. So he didn't lose any cred with anybody.
Angels.
is
No,
what you're
because he's
saying.
sick.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not sick.
What if I throw on like my sleep apnea mask?
Oh my god! Then you look like Mad Max.
Damien Sandow used to joke about that actually.
Really?
Piney was Sons of Anarchy, but I've been very vocal throughout the years that I've wanted a 3-wheeler, and
And nobody's told you how bitch made that is.
Who the fuck's gonna tell me that other than
Me.
Yeah, you're the first one. This is what I'm fucking legitimately shocked. I don't know it.
No one's told you. Oh, you know what?
That's why Sandow probably thought it was so goddamn funny though. I was like, I thought 3-wheelers were badass.
Oh my goodness, I'm so
Pretty
sorry.
sure Hunter Triple H has a 3-wheeled motorcycle.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. I'm positive he does.
Yeah, probably because he hurt his leg. No, because he hurt his leg.
Why broke my ankle in 3 places and kept wrestling, finished the match.
Exactly. So why are you gonna ride a bitch bike?
So I don't fucking break my other ankle.
Oh jeez.
Safety first,
Listen, I'll let
Phoenix.
you be my bitch. You can ride on the back of mine. How about that?
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why? It'd be so cute. You can hold on. Wee.
With our airbrushed helmets.
Yes, it will be matching. It'll say conversation on mine. You'll be like with the big guy, and you'll have a little arrow saying I'm the big guy.
I wasn't expecting the conversation to start off this way. I'm a little depressed that you're telling, because I'm not changing my views for you. I think the 2-wheeled
bikes. He's gonna do his research.
No, the 2-wheeled bikes are fucking. They're dangerous.
No.
I want to live. I don't want to fucking get on that thing and start fucking put the pedal to the metal or the fucking rev it up. And
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You're done. You're just done.
You know what I mean. I was trying to, for the listeners out there, let them know I'm, going to go fast at some
He's
point.
hardcore. He's hardcore, guys.
As long as that Vice, that got a badass 3-wheeled bike. I still think you're wrong on that. And I pull up in that. That's turning heads.
Yeah, especially if you're pulling up on it, they're dying laughing.
Airbrushed 3-wheeled bike.
Oh
That's
my
badass.
What's
Feed
gonna-
me
what's
more
gonna-
wheels.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was like, "What's gonna be airbrushed?"
Feed me more wheels for that third wheel.
As the children are biting me.
No, but I was looking. I've been to the Harley store before. I legitimately would go buy my jeans there, and I have Harley socks. They have nice thick socks actually too that are comfortable for the Harley boots. But those, how much is a good 3-wheeled bike?
Probably 32,000.
Right around. I feel like when I went in there, they had a couple in there that
Around that.
What's a 2-wheeled bike? A good 2-wheeled bike.
If you got if you wanted to do for your size, I'd say a Heritage on FLSTC is the Heritage. Just because you can take the bags on and off. It's a spoked wheel instead of like the Fat Boy is normally what people go with.
Yeah.
But it's a solid disc wheel. So when the wind hits, especially in Vegas, it'll actually slide you across the freeway.
Really?
So you don't want that.
You know what that doesn't happen with?
A 3-wheel bike?
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
So look at this. You're just helping my cause right here. Granted, a guy my size on a bike, I'm sure it's going to be weighted down pretty heavily. It's not
Yeah, it's all bad.
the 3-wheel though. I think
Why not
is
just get a
superior.
car? Get yourself
What do you
a
think I do?
GTR.
What do you think I do? I love cars.
A GTR. Get the GTR.
I'm not a car guy.
Oh, okay. A GTR. How about this? Dear fans, please reply to Mr. Ryback.
They're not going to have any way of. I don't look at my social media. So.
He looks at his Instagram a little.
Occasionally, I'll like a post on there.
See? Yeah, you better like my post. What the fuck?
Don't
think
don't
you like
even don't
Dolph
you dare
more.
start
I
that.
think you like Dolph
I purposely don't like. Usually, every once in a while, if I something like that I like, I'll like it. But I don't start that.
Chris Rock likes my stuff. Why can't you?
No, but like, what is that? Is I feel like this is a real thing. People get
Really?
upset over it. You just did.
I was joking around with you,
Yeah,
please.
but people really do get upset. Well, you don't like my stuff. You're not really my friend. Like, this is the day and age we live in.
I was joking.
No, but people are really getting. If my buddy JD with Iron Attitude, we were just talking about this week how fucked up. Like, you imagine like messaging like, "Hey, bro, you didn't like my post today. What's going on?" Like that really happens.
Between guys?
Oh, I'm absolutely. I'm fucking. I can't remember the exact situation he was telling me, but I feel like it happens more with girls, like with guys or something. If you're talking, and like, God forbid you like another girl's post, and then
I don't give a fuck.
it's
But
I don't know.
I know girls are very catty about, oh, don't like this, don't do this. And I'm like, for what? He's not dead. My biggest thing with women and for guys, we're not dead. We can like and click as many naked photos as we want.
Oh yeah, you're meant to.
That's what it is. It's a meat market. Hello.
But that's one of the few reasons Instagram's not off my phone yet.
Nice.
Just occasionally,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah. So you're telling me Instagram's your new spank bank? Nice. Good to know.
No.
I'm gonna look at all the people you follow now.
I don't follow. I've cut down tremendously.
Did you cut me out again?
No, you're still on there.
Thanks.
No, that was for other reasons before. I had to cut down a lot of people at one point.
Yeah.
Years
he
ago.
unfollowed me. It was heartbroken.
That was you did get upset over that. You
I was
messaged
like, did
me.
you unfollow me? You're like,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't even notice any of that stuff at all. There was somebody that sent me a message the other day, and she goes, "Oh, I had to unfollow you on Snapchat. I thought you had a girlfriend." And I go, "Oh, I had no fucking clue you unfollowed me. I don't pay."
Yeah, you're like, I'm not looking for your story every day.
I don't even like. But it was because I had a friend that came in during the Orlando Hurricanes thing, and I was just like, God forbid that
You have another female near you?
Yeah, we went hiking and went.
You clearly have a full-time girlfriend.
Yeah. That's what it turned into, and I had to explain it. She goes, "Oh, I feel like such an idiot," and I go, "No, you are."
You can still suck my dick and make me feel better.
Okay,
It's a good way
Phoenix,
to apologize.
Okay, which I'm gonna class you up on this podcast. We're gonna wifey you up on this show.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Turn you into a little lady. Nobody listens.
Nobody listens. Listen,
you. That's why you're here.
Yeah, not only that, but I'm like, I'm sorry. I legitimately, you saw me. I can pick up on girls. I like girls, so
You're very good at it. I was very impressed by that.
And I'm like, that's just a Buffalo Wild Wings trying. Imagine if I wanted to really do it.
Yeah, no, I can. You're
I
extremely
get 'em.
talented. Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt your credentials one bit. You have a track record.
I think I've seen you do it.
I was gonna say what did you have going on this week? Do you have anything exciting happen with you?
Hung out with Miss K, obviously helping her out at the usual. Took her.
Explain to our listeners
Who Miss K is?
Yeah.
So Miss K is 94 years old. I help out at a senior citizen center, and I kind of like adopted her, I guess is the best way to put it. And I call her Mama sometimes because she's like, just call me Mama, and I'm like, okay. But normally she's just Miss K. She likes to get her eyebrows tinted. She gets waxed. That's what we did today.
Yeah.
She likes to get her nails done with like pretty sparkles and everything else. So we go and do. I don't know. It's just like a friend.
Is Miss K related to you?
No.
I thought you explained this to me before. That I thought it was your grandma.
No. Everyone thinks she is.
I think you told maybe you said something years ago that she's like your grandma.
Like my grandma.
And I might have read it in passing, and I just always assumed it was your grandma.
No.
That when you just read that, said that, I was trying to wait a second.
No, I just help out. Like the
Wait
older
a second.
guys
You mean
try to.
you do porn, but yet you do stuff like that also?
Yeah.
How does that
weird.
work? That's like.
I will say
My mind can't comprehend that, Phoenix.
You know how it works? It's really good whenever I'm helping out senior citizens and they're having accidents, like going to the bathroom. And I've had where they've unfortunately peed on themselves.
Happens,
and I'm like,
all the time, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and so I just look at them, I'm like, here, let me grab it, and I'll grab a paper towel and I'll clean it, and they're just like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm all, if you only knew what I did for a living, I have no problem with bodily fluids.
Do you guys ever talk about that?
No, but I don't know if you saw earlier. She was telling my girlfriend Leah how to keep her hoo-ha tight. And she's doing Kegels on her table, telling Leah, no, I'm worried about you. I want to make sure it's tight, because if it's not tight, guys don't want it.
Miss K was telling Leah,
my girlfriend Leah.
That's the one you were trying to set me up with.
We're going to do that.
Yeah.
You got to meet her at least once.
Especially after this story.
Mm-hmm. How tight is it? Let's find out.
No, very pretty girl. Miss K, wow, that's really cool. You do that. That's because you're with her quite a bit.
All the time, like whenever she needs me.
Does she text you and stuff, or does she call?
Call. I hate that too, and I hate the phone. You can ask anyone. I will not answer the phone, but it's all she can do.
Have you thought about Voxer with Miss K? I feel like
she was not.
Voxer's a good alternative to lead someone that likes to call to get them slowly into text.
Remember that,
because then you can still text on Voxer, but it's like on your iPhone. You can do the message on iPhone.
She doesn't have one. She has a flip phone. She has a trap
phone.
She
couldn't even get Voxer on that probably then. So smart, because then she doesn't get all screwed around with the internet on the...
Right. And she doesn't have to worry about that. She basically will call me, and she wanted a Facebook. I made her a Facebook, and then she couldn't figure out how to go back on it because she had an iPad.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm over it. But she can speak a little bit of 6 different languages. She's still learning.
Crazy.
She's like, I'm going to learn Italian. I'm like, okay. And so she's practicing.
That's so cool. That makes such good use of her time.
Mm-hmm. And smart.
Yeah.
She don't forget anything.
Can you imagine how much simpler life was with those phones, by the way, when we didn't have internet on them or anything?
And you just dialed a number or 143, I love you, or I hate you, one of the two.
Wasn't that long ago, and now it's just like an entirely different world.
I know. And she's 94, so imagine she was born in
She
23.
doesn't give a fuck about the technology.
No.
She uses it for what she needs it for, and that's what I feel like they're giving us too much. We it's everything.
No, we want everything. That's what we want.
But as far as but you have to have self-control. I'm saying, and being able to where it's so many people you see. It is the greatest period ever, technology-wise.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing, but there's so much garbage with it too. You have to really be able to like I was telling you. This is another example. And I think it's important because we've explained this before. There's some people out there that like to take things out of context on this show and create shit headlines with me, and it sucks. It's like, come on, guys. And I told you, I was telling you this before. This happened. I have nothing but great things to say about the WWE female performers and wrestlers in general, and I've been friends with many of them. And they will take something out of context that is a joke and then try to make it into a real headline in just this vicious, evil way. And when we were joking a couple weeks ago about we were talking about dating fans.
Right.
And you were saying you would never date a fan, and you asked me if I would ever date a fan, and I don't know exactly the exact words. I was like, Jesus, no. They have mental issues, or some of them have mental issues. And we laughed, and then you go, wait, do I have mental issues? And I go, well, you got into porn.
Yeah,
and we laughed. We're fucking joking around, and in that, they take that, and then Ryback says all female wrestling fans have mental disorders. No,
And
they
they're all
don't.
going to get in porn like me.
Yeah, Jesus. It's
a gateway drug.
No, but there's stuff where there's so many people out there, that's where they get their news, is from these other people that, like, they're just using it all for the wrong reasons, because these people make money by creating shitty headlines because people click on them.
Right.
And it's like stuff like that where I just wish it's out of control on that, where you have to have half a brain and say, okay, I'm not going to go on use social media or go on these websites or this and get my news from these people, because they are using it for the wrong reasons. But it's out of control, Phoenix.
It is. I agree.
Do you ever get that?
I don't think I care enough to look even. I'm like you. It's like, for what?
You just keep being you. That's what I say. Just keep being me. Keep being me. Fuck off. Like,
Yeah, I'm getting my money at the end of the day, and I'm happy with myself, so I'm good.
You have the right mind. What's the right
Mindset,
frame of
yeah,
mind
yeah.
On all of that, and not letting it drag you down, because you can't. These people, it's
I get completely naked in front of. I think I have what, like,
you're
200
judged probably more though by people like in a whole other way.
Oh yeah, like I'm completely nude, and there's like 240 million views on Pornhub, so you can only imagine.
On just one of your videos?
On like,
or all of them total different, or like just
it's more than that even probably, but I'm just
yeah,
and it's like stupid because you just look and go, that's how many people have seen me naked, and probably after they finish jerking off and coming, decided to make a comment after the fact. You know what I mean?
Wait, they make comments on these things too?
Oh yeah. You didn't know Pornhub has like a comment section?
No, I don't, that
Oh,
was
my
never the
goodness.
one years ago that I would go on. XNXX was always the one.
Excellent.
And I phased, I try not to watch a lot of porn.
Yeah, you said it's desensitizing.
Yeah, we talk about it in my book, Wake Up, It's Feeding Time, available on Amazon, Audible, Kindle, and paperback form. Yeah, that was in the WWE locker room at one point. Sami Zayn, there was like a discussion on this, because you got to remember, like I was telling you, like the wrestler lifestyle, you're just in hotels all the time. It's traveling at night, getting late.
And you're
Like,
not trying to fucking.
you don't even have like time a lot of times, because you're just you're getting in at 2-3 in the morning.
Right.
Like in a different town every night. And it's like, you're just going to your Holiday Inn or Sheraton or Marriott or wherever you fucking book. And it's like, you need to go to sleep because the next day you got to perform. So, sometimes you find those things find you.
They're like, and speaking of wrestling fans.
But I never would have thought to leave comments on the videos. I never noticed.
Oh yeah, guys still comment on like free shit.
Oh,
which
what a
is,
whole fucking new level of low.
Right? And I'm just like, I looked one day, I was like, I'm gonna go do this, and I went, oh, why the hell did I do this? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm good with me.
That's like the wrestling message board forums where people go and like just argue with each other, which is like Twitter and all that.
Yeah.
But like you go to a specific
Board.
wrestling, just to fucking
Your feed, they go, where's Ryback's feed? Okay, there. Now,
the shit on Ryback feed or whatever, and then like you guys have the same thing.
oh yeah, we have multiple stupid message boards all over the place that people want to leave shitty comments. And I'm like, but it got to the point of where companies now will actually delete like their messaging. They're like, I don't want the girls to go on there, the new girls especially, because I feel like the newer ones are very fragile-minded, sadly.
Yeah.
And they'll read something that says, she's got saggy tits and they're little, go get a boob job. And then the next thing you know, they're getting boob jobs and they're like
Sucks.
18.
People are pieces of shit though. That's like, I noticed today, like this guy, Ty Lopez, fucking super successful guy. You've probably seen him on Facebook and YouTube, and just ultra rich, self-made fucking guy. Reads a book a day. I remember that was always like his thing. Mm-hmm. I actually just got a new book that he recommended the other day, but I'm kind of like on that whole Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez.
Is that the
Tony
picture
Robbins.
you posted earlier
Yeah.
today? Okay.
But somebody, the post was that I'm referencing was, if you only have one source of income, you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I just simply he posted that earlier, and I realized like it's so true though.
Oh yeah,
And, like,
we've just said diversify. Don't be stuck.
yeah,
to...
and it's not saying it's okay having just one source, but if you can control it, but somebody I noticed, like I saw that there was a really shitty comment that somebody was so offended. How dare 99% of us, one job should be enough for like, and was just so angry. And I was like, people are just so shitty these days. There's
Sorry about that.
No, not just like, but that's like people go and talk about other people's bodies. I think that'd be great if Instagram, like, one, you just ignore it as much as possible. But it'd be great if they just disabled the comments. Fuck off, everybody. Nobody should be leaving comments on anyone's shit. I feel like it or don't like it.
Yeah.
And then fuck off, I don't care if it's good or bad. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I just think it's like, why? Just because it's just encouraging arguing for these companies
100%.
to make money. Didn't Mark Zuckerberg, is it Zuckerberg?
Yeah, Zuckerberg, yeah.
Like, he was antisocial, and they like created Facebook out of...
Because he didn't want to talk to people, meet people that way.
It's just encouraging all this, like...
Hate.
Rather than learning to go speak to people and talk and be interactive, and... I don't know, it's just...
And the catfishing that happens on those anyway.
Yeah.
So you're just like, why are you even... I love it when they send me pictures. There's one guy, he has your photo as like his profile picture. And I'm like, yeah. Because I don't have his phone number in my thing, but no, that's not you. Sorry.
Yeah,
try.
it's just the more you realize, and it's like I've said this before, and I really mean it. I eventually, when I use social media for promotional purposes only. I want to delete, not delete it just off my phone like I have on that outside of the Instagram where I'll use to put my post up, and then I'll take it off my phone and I'll put it back up to put my post out, and occasionally I'll like a couple things if they pop up on the front of the feed, but delete it all together, like delete my accounts and like not give a shit. I don't care. I just think it like make money, be happy, and live your life. Be a little mysterious.
Yeah.
Fucking and just
disappear.
Yeah, I think it's the greatest thing ever. But you went to a hockey game this week, didn't you?
I did.
To transition this.
Right.
Not to just be all social media.
All right. Fuck social media.
Social media rants
I
over,
went
guys.
out in public with one of my girlfriends. Oh, yeah.
I tried to also, by the way.
Oh, really?
With one of my girlfriends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. One of his girlfriends. I haven't met any of his girlfriends. I'm a little disappointed. Are you afraid I'll take him away?
Huh?
Are you afraid I'll take him away?
Yeah, I don't really know, Phoenix. When I said girlfriend, I didn't mean like she's not like one of my 7 living in the house. Like, but...
That's who's crying upstairs. I was wondering.
Yeah, what a sweet gig that would be if I could find the right 7 for jeez.
Ryback's horde.
Just what a happy man I would be.
New hashtag for the show, Ryback's horde. You got the little one and make it look huge. You got the big one to step on him. It's gonna be great.
Just the happy family.
Yeah, and everyone loves everybody.
Just the 8 of us. And then eventually more. Then that's when everything falls apart.
Oh yeah, whenever one gets pregnant, you're fucked.
Because everyone else gets mad. Why wasn't it me?
Yeah.
And then I got to get them all. And then I'm just got to go. Then I got to go back to WWE because I need the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Daddy's back.
Daddy's back. I gotta support these 12 children. Fuck.
There was a period in WWE, by the way. This is actually pretty funny. I think I told this to Pat before. That there was a period where Triple H just called me Big Daddy every week. That it was. I think I think I had some shirts. I think Big Daddy is a shirt brand, and I bought.
Yeah, or Big Dog.
No, Big Daddy. I'm pretty sure it's Big Daddy.
I thought that's what they used to call Kevin Nash.
No, he's Big Sexy.
Big Sexy.
Yeah,
okay.
Get your shit right.
Well, that's why
God
I'm asking.
damn it! This is a fucking partially wrestling podcast.
Damn it.
To keep. By the way, Stu Bennett, or as you called him, Stu Benoit, messaged me from last week and let me know.
He was disappointed?
No, that was his nickname in high school, Stu Benoit.
Oh yeah.
And it was the most random shit. He goes, he legitimately laughed out loud at Takeshi. That was another to tie in last week's show with the feedback from old Stu Bennett. But there was a period, I think I had some Big Daddy shirts, which is probably what triggered it. But he called me Big Daddy for a while, and it always just, I chuckled
Did it get your dick hard?
No, but it made me laugh. Like,
Okay.
because you just picture, like, you encounter these people all the time when you're backstage, and you're walking, and everyone's busy, you're doing your own thing, but you always try to, hi, how you doing? What's up? Hey, Hunter, whatever. And, like, there was just weird, hey, Big Daddy, every week. And
That's
I
kinda cute.
just did a little laugh to my, I'm Big Daddy. It was just,
I'll make
because
you
of the
daddy.
fucking Big Daddy shirts I was wearing. But it was, I always got a real chuckle out of that one.
I have a daddy thing. Like I like to call all like my boyfriend's daddy. Like
All your boyfriends. You and your 7.
Oh, no. First
1,000.
of all, right? Let's be honest. 7 wouldn't even fulfill
kidding.
it. Scratching the surface, sir. Scratching the surface.
Sorry,
See you again, sir.
You're going to be attacking me. You've already got me a few times. So.
No, never daddy. I wouldn't do that.
Imagine you just called me daddy this entire, how weirded out people. Like, what the fuck? They are definitely.
They're definitely fucking. I'm going to get a hate mail. Phoenix,
Keep
you
this
leave
show
him
professional,
alone.
guys. I didn't fuck my last co-host, and I'm not fucking this one.
Good to know.
Because
Good to know.
once you cross that line,
Yeah, I know. We were talking about massages earlier. And
I
how
can't
think you should.
having new co-host every 3 months or 2 months. I mean, I could,
Right.
but I mean, it's gonna be a lot more.
Ryback's horde.
I like this right now. This is
fun.
This is
I agree.
fun. I want it to stay fun.
I agree.
The moment it's not fun, I take my ball and go home.
Oh, wait, we're in your home though.
Yeah, good point.
I get
Didn't
to
really
take your
think that
ball?
one through.
Wait, no, that didn't work
You
either.
take my balls and go home. I take my balls back and stay home. Get the fuck out, Phoenix.
That's the last time I bring you 1942 tequila. That's it. You're done.
You did actually. Yeah, you brought me a beautiful bottle of tequila. And I told you that I haven't had tequila since I was probably 22 or 23 years old.
And then I cried.
At Deep South Wrestling, we all in McDonough, Georgia, Double D's, good old Double D's. If you live anywhere in the Georgia region, it's not there anymore. It's probably another name. We used to frequent that bar. The old Deep South Wrestling crew. We went through some people down there.
Oh, really?
You had up and coming wrestlers. The world in
You
your
want to
hands.
get famous, princess? Come here.
It's and some guys. Yeah, there's some good stories. I have some pretty funny stories there. I actually, I'll tell you what I did to a hood of somebody's truck that blocked me in one night. I was furious, and I wasn't drinking. But we had a run down there. We did like a cheap tequila one night, and we were all, and I'm pretty sure there was GHB involved because there was a period where that was like available.
Oh, yeah. Readily.
And like it was readily available down in that area during that time. And like I went from being this guy that barely ever drank to, and before I knew it, like doing drugs. Like not like
No, I know what GHB is.
But
It's not. It's like
it's-
more of a Molly, right?
and they call it the date rape drug, but like it's essentially
Oh my God, I want that drug. No.
it was amazing. I'll tell you, but it's very also probably it can kill you. And I've had some horrible examples.
Is that where your body temperature overheats you or something?
Well, no, it's just such a one. It's like it's a clear liquid. It looks like water, but it's thicker. And there's different forms of it, and it's got
I've
a
seen
really
the
weird
water
taste.
one.
But people usually take a capful of it, or you could take a couple capfuls. It depends on the strength of it, and it was just readily available down there. But we were just at it. We were young and dumb and just fucking. We were all living our dream and getting
Wrestling, yeah.
and training in Deep South Wrestling was fucking hard. And we all, like, we were killed during the week. Boot camp, and it was great. It made me mentally so much fucking tougher. But, like, the weekend, we got drunk. And then we also did that. And so there was a bad night of tequila and that, I believe. But the tequila, I told you, I couldn't drink after that. I didn't drink, I think, for like a month after that. The tequila, I haven't had tequila since.
Well, I'm going to let you know.
The smell of it brings back like the memories of that night.
So that's cheap tequila. And cheap tequila smells way different than 1942 Don Julio.
This is the good stuff then.
This is a sipping tequila. You don't like take shots of
You
it?
don't what do you normally mix tequila with? I mix like this week. This podcast is fueled by not only Zevia, but I went with Deep Eddy's pure vodka this
And
week.
wait, go ahead. You can get your props. You got me what? My drink.
Oh, my Zevia root beer. I got you root beer that you wanted
I've
last
been
week.
begging for.
I went to the store because I had to pick up a bottle of Deep Eddy's, and I had to restock on my Zevias, and I bought you some root beer because I know you wanted root beer.
I love root beer. It's my favorite.
How do you like it?
I actually really like it. It's perfect. And it tastes like root beer.
Joe Rogan was just talking about this on his podcast, and he was putting over the Zevia soda. They are on their way. They are. I wish I could invest in. I wish they were publicly traded because
They're not. I'm surprised.
Not yet. They're going to be at some point.
Okay.
They they'll eventually be done with me, and they're going to just go to the Rogan podcast.
No.
No, I hope not. They're my. I told you I love having things that I truly use and love to endorse because it's so easy. It's
really all you've ever served me is that. So.
It's all that's in my refrigerator with water and Zevias.
And feed me more
fuel
shakers.
meals, shakers, and real good pizzas, and my fuel meals. It's just if I like something, I like it.
And he keeps it close to him all
I
the
like
time.
it a lot. Yeah, and you stay the way. You hear me?
I'm all the way on the other side. He won't even let me sit next to him.
No, but what was I saying with that? We were talking.
Yeah, we're talking. So you got really fucked up, and I said 1942 is not cheap shit. So you don't get that. And what you mix it with?
Can you mix it with anything like diet soda, like a Zevia?
Oh, jeez, don't do that. Okay, so
I know margaritas, obviously, or.
Oh, you don't do that with 1942. Okay, any other cheap tequila you mix.
Okay.
When you get an expensive bottle, what you normally would do is sip it straight. But I know he made that face.
Because that's all we did that night was shots of the cheap stuff, which just ruined me.
So
I've never thrown up worse in my life.
All the other ones, you do like tequila sunrises with orange juice and a little bit of grenadine.
What about orange Zevia? That's like an orange juice, but it's not. It's orange soda. It's clear.
You might be able to. I'm not going to say no to that because I haven't had it. But normally you do grapefruit juice with 1942.
There's a grapefruit citrus.
Okay, try it.
Ooh.
That's fine. You can do that.
I will save this bottle for that.
And whatever girl you're going to bang out. I told you I get pictures of the naked bitch after you open it.
You did say that bottle will.
Oh yeah, no, you pull that. It's a panty dropper.
So I got to keep the box too. I got to make it like I'm saving it for a special occasion.
Yes, and open the box.
Pull it out and then
and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that's my favorite." And they're like slowly pulling off their panties.
Okay, I'm listening.
And all you have to do is be like, "Oh yeah, no, I know it's a sipping tequila, but would you like a
drink this?"
Actually, I will say the bottle's kind of small. It could probably fit in her butthole, but maybe that's just me.
Phoenix, that doesn't look like a small bottle.
It is a small bottle. Look at the top. It's not even
I'm just looking at the box. Sorry. It's a big box.
Wow. I'm not that fucking much of an anal whore. Oh, maybe I am. Whatever.
Oh, Phoenix. So you went to the Knights game.
I went to the Knights game.
Get back to this fucking story already.
So the Knights game, and the Knights won, but I wore...
I was supposed to go, too.
What happened?
Well, keep going. I don't want to cut you off. You don't want you getting mad at me.
No, I'll come over there. I had half of a sip already, so I'll come after you. You know me, lightweight.
By the way, you told me this, and we're gonna get back to the fucking Knights game, guys. Just relax. I was thinking because I want to start doing the show where we record us live, the live recording of doing the show. But I want to build a studio, and I'm thinking I want to do it in my office. Because that's my office right now, which I can move. I have my master bedroom upstairs has a space.
You want to move this to the bedroom? Is that
no? Yeah, this is. I'm building an office in my bedroom, Phoenix.
We're gonna do the podcast in there.
No.
I got just. I'm like I can't talk.
The show is just all the views are at an all-time high. That YouTube money coming in. No, but I want to turn that office into a studio, full-blown studio, podcast table, everything. Get everything just really, really organized. Where we could set up the camera and have because we do it now, and I have this kitchen, and it was always me and Pat used to always do it over FaceTime when we did the show, but now we do it. When we start bringing guests on, I'm just looking ahead. Yeah, the show is growing, and I was like, I want a studio because we're missing out on doing the live stream of the show and putting that out, and then obviously when we have guests, I want it to be more professional.
You don't want them to come in and be attacked by the puppies, though?
No, nothing wrong. It's just I just feel like, especially visually too, and we have great sound quality and all this, and great equipment, but we need to. I just want it to be, and I want the I love, like I can't put him over the Joe Rogan podcast, and he started off at a level, and he's just grown and grown and grown. Yeah. And I'm just looking ahead for all this. And have the monitor in there, the TV, and where we could pull up YouTube stuff. Just
that'd be cute.
Yeah, where it just gives us a little more of a dynamic, and we could have a little more fun. And it's a studio. Then if we do have a guest come on eventually, it's like then we have 3 or 4 microphones, and everything's all built in.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing my cardio at the gym today, and going through this. All right, that's the next step for this to grow this to the next level. And
well, especially because Periscope, your Instagram live feed, but Periscope you can save and post on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And you should.
It just helps with interaction, though,
And it's worldwide, so
Yeah.
people unfortunately that may not have iTunes, iCloud
brings more attention to the podcast and what we're doing, and
It's fun.
yeah, and I just
And then I
think-
can make you dress slutty for me. Yes.
no, I'm wearing
Ryback in Speedos. What up?
just doing this podcast in random different wrestling outfits.
That'd be so cool.
Jesus Christ, Phoenix! It's
I'll be like, take off your clothes. Take off your clothes.
you're just always naked. That's just
I'll be like, what happened? And you just see the blurred thing over here. I'll be like, yeah, I don't do porn anymore, but I'm naked on my podcast.
it's
so
I don't know
join
why.
me.
This is what he requires.
Yeah. All the guests, when the girls come on, they'll be naked too.
Yeah, no, we'll eventually have guests on and everything too. I think it's gonna. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You got to get everything in place here. That's the goal. That's
Okay.
I like it when
Which means probably after the first of the year is my assumption then.
it's
Because you travel, I travel.
yeah, and I'm staying really. I'm booked every week in November. We'll talk about that in November, and then in December I'm going to India, and then going to Miami.
Are we going to have to do back-to-back podcasts then? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm here every week. Never. We used to
know,
record
okay.
them in multiple sessions really early on this show. I'll never go to that format again.
Good.
It sucks.
It probably would seem like it's forced.
Well, you got to have. It's just because you can only recap your week once and talk about. You got to it was a lot more preparation as far as you had to make sure you had enough topics.
Right.
But it wasn't necessarily the most relevant stuff. And early episodes were kind of catching everybody up, telling my story, Pat's story, everything that went on in my WWE career, why I chose to do what I did, so they can get some insight. And
So you could do the segmented, and that makes sense.
yeah, and then they weren't nearly as long. They were 45-minute episodes tops. So it was just a
Different vibe.
whole different thing at that. And it was a learning process. And that's what, as you go along, you learn and you grow and you find out what people like and you just kind of go from there. But back to this fucking Knights game.
Yeah, so
They
I went
won.
to
They're
the night.
7-1.
7-1. And I
Oh,
have season
nice.
tickets. I'm right behind the visiting goalie, basically.
You got season tickets to this? How'd you know everybody?
I know everybody, but I paid them. Like I bought
Oh, you
them.
bought them.
Yeah.
You fucking Mark.
Oh, wow. How dare I support Vegas's economy?
I was born and raised here. I'm fucking supportive. I'm supposed to film vignettes, things for their Titantron, the feed me more goals, and so that when they score, or what do we need a goal? Feed me more goals.
That
I used to do that quite a bit with Brooklyn Brawler for the different sports teams, back when I was over. And no, but they'd reached out to me to do that, and they wanted me to film something with their goalie, and not the goalie, the mascot. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
What's the mascot's name?
Well, we have the Gila Monster Chance.
Chance is the one I think
Yeah.
that, do something with Chance, and then do some voiceovers, or me in the Knights jersey doing so that it pops up on the Tron.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope. Because
Yeah.
Little John's the only one that pops up on the Tron now.
What is it? Wait, what?
He's like, yeah, get loud, yeah.
Oh, fucking Knights! Come on, call the big guy. God damn.
I agree, co-signed.
No, but I was supposed to go. My buddy that works for them told me that they reached out about all that, and we're just trying to set it all up. And I told him, whenever you need me, let me know, and to support the local team. But he said, whenever you want tickets, let me know. And I needed tickets for when the Blackhawks were in town.
Girlfriends. Go ahead.
And somebody was from Chicago and wanted to go. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I got this. I was hoping for maybe a box
Right.
or something. And
Yeah.
it was the one game, it sold out. And
It was completely sold
he
out.
got back to me like 2 hours before, and he goes, out of all the games, this is the only one I can't do. It's too late. And I was like, fuck.
And you know what's funny is he knows this girl. Her name's Phoenix Marie, Melissa, and she knows everybody in Vegas. And she could have at least got him into the Hyde booth, so that way he'd been in the club atmosphere, had great.
You didn't tell
seats
me you could have
and
got me into that
drinking.
night when I texted you and you were at the game rubbing it in.
You clearly could have said, "Hey Melissa, can I get tickets?" Ha ha ha. Smiley face. Want to get laid? Smiley face. I'd have gotten you tickets. I'd have given you my fucking tickets to get you laid, as long as I got
Okay, easy.
pictures.
You're being a little too giving now.
What? I don't
You know, you by the way made me laugh really hard with your picture of your Blackhawks jersey, and then you go, I'm so confused, and then you sent me a picture, essentially flashing me, but with your Vegas Strong T-shirt on underneath.
Exactly. See, I'm a good girl. I go both ways.
That was actually I laughed way too hard at that photo. I thought that was hysterical.
I'm adorable sometimes.
But I'm hoping to go to some game. That's what I was like. I want to go to some games and get out a little
Get
bit.
the fucking promo done then.
Yeah, no, I told them that's on their end. I go just set a date that you want to get this done, and I was like, I will be there to get it done for you. So I think it would be, I just like that stuff. I think it's good. I like Feed Me More being associated with that stuff too. It's just good it's good locally. I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
And I just think it's good press. And I want people thinking of the big guy when they score goals.
Yeah.
I'm all about goals. You know, that's
This is true. You have a goal board you can get for $14.99.
available on Amazon.
You like that shit?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what it's. Thank you, Feed. You're really coming along here.
He's
Hell of a
got me,
co-host.
prime me.
I'm looking here for everybody. By the time this podcast comes out, Shell Shock will be available on Amazon. I'm hoping as we do this podcast in the next 2 days. So by the end of the week, but it's now that this podcast is airing, should be available on Amazon. The Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner. Feedback has been great on that.
I can tell you it's been great.
You love it, right?
I love it. It's awesome. It works. I'm sweating up a fucking storm right now sitting here.
It's because
The boob
a lot of
sweat.
high energy. Well, I have the heat up too. That's my that whole thing.
I get it. I thought this boob sweat was because of the fat burner. No.
I turned the heat up really high before you come over, Phoenix. It's a whole trick of the big guys.
Get her glistening. It'll be
It's
awesome.
so hot in here. Oh,
Take off my clothes. Then little guy comes and bites my ankles. It'll be great.
oh my God. I'm trying to see anything else going on for the week that I wanted to talk about.
Well, Chicago.
What about Chicago?
Aren't you going there this?
I am going. I'm going there November 4th. I was telling you for Ion Nutrition. That is actually everyone. I'm going to be in Streamwood, Illinois, November 4th. Ion Nutrition from 10 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon. So if you're in the Chicago area, come on out to Ion Nutrition. We're going to be doing a Feed Me More Nutrition deal in there where if you buy any Feed Me More Nutrition product that they carry the entire line. That you'll get a free autograph, picture, whole deal, and I will be in the back of the store. They'll have that set up, and it's to endorse the supplements and to get some people out there. Yeah. And we're gonna have some 8x10s and everything, the whole deal. So I'm looking forward to that. Start doing some supplement store appearances. That's right around the corner. But I know what I wanted to talk about. When you go shopping, Phoenix.
Oh no.
This is. Do you return your shopping cart to the shopping cart?
Yeah, the little thingy. 90% of the time.
Wait, you don't do it every time?
I won't lie. There are a few times I put it inside the little curb thing with the rocks.
You selfish piece of shit.
But I just said 90% of the time I'm a good
That
girl.
other 10% though.
I deserve to get spanked.
It's so hard to get mad
The
at you.
dog's barks. Go ahead.
No, I that's one of my pet peeves is when people don't return their shopping carts.
Fair.
Because I think it's such one is beyond selfish, and it's those carts ding cars and fucking it looks horrible, and those workers have to go out there and
In the rain and go and fetch those.
and it's just my whole thing is I always say finish it. That was one of my catchphrases in wrestling and still is that like towards the end of the match finish it. And like the whole reason though that mentality fucking finish it. Like I feel like that is the difference between being successful and not always being successful is because it's people that are successful know how to do the little things.
Do you grab the cart from outside or you grab the cart from inside?
I do both. Okay. If I think it's an abundance of them outside, I just did this today. I went and grabbed one out of my way today that somebody left in the middle of the road to take in to use as my cart and then return back.
In the right appropriate spot.
Yes. Because but I think it's a matter of like people, it's like at the gym when you go to the gym and these motherfuckers leave all the weights on the fucking machine.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's fucking lazy. It's finishing it. It's just finish what you start. Because I'm telling you, it applies to every little area of your life. And if you're a lazy piece of shit and can't return your shopping cart, chances are you can't finish a lot of other fucking things.
You're right.
Yeah. So, but you do it more times than not.
Yes.
But still, don't be a lazy piece of shit, Phoenix.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Daddy.
I want you to think about that every time, though, with your shopping
No,
cart.
I am. I'm going to think of you every time.
Yeah.
And I shop at least once a
Call
day.
yourself a lazy piece of shit when you do it. Say, why am I being a lazy piece of shit right now? And say, no, I don't want to be a lazy piece of shit.
I'm going to walk 5 fucking feet and put this cart back.
Because I'm making everything better, and it's going to carry over to everything else that I do.
Fair.
And it works. I'm telling you. It's one of those, I watch people all the time just fucking do, like, they literally just leave the cart. And they just leave, and I'm just... And I can tell instantly what type of person that is.
Are most of them overweight?
Huh?
Are most of them overweight?
A lot of times I've seen that. It's not every time. It's not.
No,
It's
because
not like-
I noticed that too. That's why I'm
it's
like,
a really
that's lazy.
disgusting thing when people don't return their shopping carts, and it has nothing to do with what they look like. It's just from a fucking selfish standpoint. That
What else is a pet peeve of yours?
no, that and the weights are the two ones that really. I just think that it's just a lack of consideration on other people.
Were you like a grocer? Like, did you
No.
bag or anything?
Nope.
No.
That's just one thing I see, and I get really, really angry.
My
Like,
brothers used to have to be cart fetchers and stuff like that, and they used to say like, because it'd be like one of those one times I didn't. They're like, "Did you really?" And I'm like, "I put it in the rocks." You know how annoying it is. We have to go fetch it, and I was like, "Okay." That's another reason why I was always like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Oh, I would be a tough one to have and to see that there and have to work and not be able to fucking tell people. I would
You'd probably be fired.
find a way a nice way of like, ma'am, could you next time maybe return your shopping cart? Don't be lazy. And then when they go and complain, and then I didn't say that.
Sir, why would I
We
say
have
these
we
things?
have 100 complaints of people of you saying the exact same thing. Oh, that's right, I did.
Listen, I'm trying to keep my job. They're lazy pieces of shit, sir, and you understand this, so yeah.
The other than that, I think we could do some plugs for this week here before we go to our first break. Phoenix, do you have anything you would like to plug? But it's my turn, I believe, for Song of the Week. Is that correct?
Yes, my plug would be come to Exotica,
Well,
New
you can't
Jersey.
do the plugs before.
I'm gonna do my own.
You let me do my.
No,
You let me do.
No, me first. Ladies first.
No, this.
For once, let
Okay,
me come first.
Hold on.
For once.
Listen. You ready for this? Because you're so out of place right now.
Oh, God,
we
go.
need the song to be played for the plugs. They play the song in the background.
Oh.
I know you don't listen to the show, Phoenix, but this is the way we have a format and we stick to it. So when we give the song, and then the editor puts the song in the background, and then you
And
do
then
the
you
plugs.
do plugs. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a way
sir.
to entice our listeners to listen to the fucking plugs.
Oh, listen to the plugs.
All right, song of the week, "Shell Shocked" by Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa. I fucking like that song.
Not only that, but I was in Wiz Khalifa and Juicy J and T.I.'s music video.
Oh, were you really?
Huh? What up?
What music video was that?
Hold on. Damn it. It's been a minute. Wow, I can't remember the music video right now.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah,
Good. What'd you make for that video? If you don't
like
mind. me asking?
1,000
That's it.
just to be chilling. And I got
Oh,
for
they saw you
$1.
coming.
Well, no, because it was for Brazzers, really. So basically, Brazzers was already paying me for scenes and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, well, since you're already in LA,
Oh, it's
why
just
don't you come
extra
up?"
work, yeah.
And I was like, "Motherfucker, okay, fine." I didn't have to like booty bounce or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
What were you doing? Did you get
I
drunk or
sat
anything?
no, I just sat next to Juicy J.
Smoke weed with them all day?
No, I don't smoke. You know this.
Eat a gummy? I don't know.
No, I've never done anything. You
You're
know
so,
this.
so innocent, Phoenix.
I am. I'll suck everyone's dick.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna take a hit of your joint, but let me see that dick.
All right, go ahead. On with the plugs.
Oh, my only plug is when
In
this
your
goes
butt.
on, it'll be Monday, and so on Thursday I will be in New Jersey for Exotica, and it's Friday free for girls to get in, all girls, and I also do free photos for girls and free pictures with girls, and then Saturday and Sunday as well. And it's a lot of fun and craziness. And if you also are police, fireman, or anyone that's military, I give you free stuff anyway. So come see me.
Very cool. Guys, for all fan mail for the big guy Ryback, please send to P.O. Box 752740, Las Vegas, Nevada 89136. We have our Amazon merch store. Type in Feed Me More on Amazon, and all the different shirt designs will come up. We have those plugs on social media as well. We're constantly putting up new designs outside of just wrestling merchandise, just everyday shirts and different shirts with the Feed Me More Nutrition. Feed Me More Nutrition available on Amazon, feedmemore.com, Spartan Nutrition in North Las Vegas, Wise Chiropractic in South Las Vegas. We are now in the Streamwood, Chicago area at Ion Nutrition and at ABC Fitness outside of Albany, New York. So if you're in those areas, guys, check them out. They have the Feed Me More Nutrition line. Wake Up, It's Feeding Time, the motivational book by the big guy Ryback Reeves, available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible form. Your reviews are greatly appreciated. My Feed Me More Nutrition workout shorts, pants, and tank tops are also on feedmemore.com. And check out the Feed Me More goal boards on Amazon for $14.99. A great way to teach your kids or yourself to set goals and to wake up hungry and with a purpose. Fuel Meals, my personal meal prep service. Save 10% with discount code TheBigGuy. FuelMeals.com, discount code TheBigGuy. Holosync Meditation, the meditation program by Bill Harris, I have used for many years. The link for that is at feedmemore.com. The official Feed Me More Nutrition Facebook page at Feed Me More Nutrition. And follow this podcast, support this podcast on Twitter at CWTBG. And that's it for me this week. We'll be right back, guys, after these messages. Zevia is my favorite soda. It's the only soda I'll drink. You've heard me discuss it here on my podcast before, but this truly is a product I stand behind. Look, we've come a long way since soda used to be, back when it was made with artificial colors, nasty artificial and unpronounceable ingredients, and tons of calories and sugar that will slowly over time kill you. Now, there's a clean, amazing option for soda lovers that is absolutely free of chemicals, made with all natural ingredients, Zevia. With Zevia, you won't feel awful or stress about any potential harmful side effects of artificial sweeteners or sugar. Zevia sweetens their products with the all-natural sweetener stevia leaf extract, which has 0 calories and no impact on blood sugar levels. Plus, it's natural. Zevia has 14 flavors of soda, 4 flavors of sparkling water, and 4 energy drinks. You have loads of safer and delicious options to choose from. Zevia is offering you guys a chance to try it for yourself for free. If you're a U.S. or Canadian resident, just go to Zevia.com/podcast and sign up. And that's it. They'll send you a coupon for a free 6-pack in the mail. Sorry, Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo!
Head over to Zevia.com/podcast to sign up for your free 6-pack now. All right, guys, we are back. We're going to start it off hot with some tips of the week here for you. Tips of the week, yay! Match of the week, Scott Steiner versus Ric Flair from WCW. It's a YouTube match. There's many of them on there. This one didn't have an exact thing to quote for the match, but it was when Scott Steiner was still tagging with Rick Steiner, and this was just happened to be a singles match. Arn Anderson was on at ringside, and it was about maybe a 12, 13-minute match, and well worth it. I like going back and watching old matchups like that. Book of the week, cryptocurrency. This is 4 books in one: cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain, and Ethereum. I started investing in Bitcoins, and we talked about this briefly, and just trying to understand it better because it is some confusing stuff.
Like how you mine with math problems for new money.
Nuts. You hear it over and over, and you still don't fully. You're like, wait, what? But it exists. It is a thing now, and I don't think you should bet the entire farm on it or anything like that. But I think it's good to get involved with it a little bit if you can, and
put some money in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm just. And I'm working with my web host for feedmemore.com to accept Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Nice.
Because they have the things they could set up for your websites now.
Right.
And it's just another way to take another form of payment.
Yeah.
And that would kind of be a way for me to invest in it without having to
invest.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you can just hold it in your stocks.
Yeah. And it's just part of the portfolio. But so I try to watch one YouTube video a day on it, and I'm reading this book right now, listening to this audio book, just trying to get a better understanding because it is some confusing stuff. And you even have people that know about it talking. They're like, yeah, we know it's confusing. Like, we don't fully understand it. And it's,
We're just all buying into this.
we're all just
like
buying
money.
into this theory and just this stuff, made up stuff. Quote of the week: "Don't just make money, make a difference," by Grant Cardone. Another one of the guys I'm really high on. He's giving away $1 million this week.
How?
He's fucking rich. That's how.
I know, but I want $1 million.
He's not giving just $1 million. So I really was hoping old Grantski was going to throw just $1 million to one person.
Right.
Really pick one winner. Like, this is my guy or my girl. He's like giving out like small amounts, like 500 here, 1,000 here. He'll probably escalate it, I would imagine, as it goes on. I think he's given away close to 100,000 already. But he's doing it in smaller amounts.
He nitpicks. I hate that.
But
Just give me the $1 million.
Just
give me the $1 million.
Grant,
Fuck that
Phoenix
shit.
Marie says just give her the money.
Yeah.
No, but follow him on Instagram. He has all his different platforms. He has a YouTube channel, Snapchat, Twitter, and LinkedIn, I believe, are his different social media things. He's self-made, man. Like, he's a big real estate guy.
Nice.
And I watch his stuff. And a lot of times he's at such a level now where he's buying huge apartment complexes, and he's
That's good money.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
It starts off though. He talks about, if you watch his video, he started just one property, $78,000 property, and anybody who's anybody in this world, they play with real estate one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, that's what I'm excited about. I've been wanting to do this for years, so it's always
It's
something
Monopoly.
to learn. It's just I love learning. I just think it's fun and being involved in different things. So Grant Cardone's the man, guys. That was my quote of the week. Nutrition.
You've been hanging on me way too much. Your baby talking.
Nutrition tip of the week. Nutrition tip of the week. Lenny and Larry's The Complete Cookie. Have you seen those? They're like protein cookies they have.
I think I've seen. Oh yeah. There's a chocolate chip one.
Yeah,
I get that.
There's I like the peanut butter and white macadamia nut. Chocolate
bad.
chip isn't bad either.
I like chocolate chips.
They have birthday cake, which is really good, snickerdoodle. But so these, I try to tell people, even these, and I'm going to give the nutrient profile of it. One cookie has 14 grams of fat, and they're big cookies actually.
Yeah.
16 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of sugar. No artificial sweeteners. So I always say, if you have a cookie addiction, and you're looking for a healthier alternative,
Oreos aren't healthy?
not at all, Phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
damn it.
That having the complete cookie, if that satisfies your cookie craving, could be a great. Not saying you can eat 10 of these things, because you can't.
Because the fat and
The fat and the carbs and the sugar. But if you're having a carb day, or you need something and you're craving something, have a complete cookie. It's better than the real shit. Than like with the higher sugar content, and these will fill you up much more. I mean,
I can only eat half a cookie.
the most,
It's that thick.
and so most people do on those, and everything gets cut in half when you do that. So it's even better for you doing that.
Yeah.
So Lenny and Larry's The Complete Cookie. Check those out, guys. On the nutrition tip this week, my workout fitness tip: if you're tight on time working out, shorten your rest periods between 30 to 45 seconds. It's a different way to increase intensity. If you only have 30 minutes, you go to the gym, you just go balls to the wall. You just rep after rep after rep, set after set after set. Very little rest, and push yourself. Like, even if you only have 30 minutes, you can get a great workout in.
Oh yeah, I believe you.
Sometimes when we have more time, we go slower, we take our time.
How many selfies do you do during your workouts?
I've never done that.
Never?
Never do gym
Not
selfies.
even at-
I
not
catch
even
guys.
at your-
I catch dudes all the time in the locker room. I'm like, fuck. And you could just, I don't do the gym selfie thing. I don't. I too feel weird about pulling your phone out in the gym, because I feel like I've caught people literally. There was a woman one time on a leg. I was on the leg extension, and she was on a leg curl right across from me, just blatantly filming me. Filming, not taking a picture, fucking filming.
Well,
got
she
up,
needed something for
got up. She didn't
Instagram.
even have the balls to she just left it on. She didn't mind that I knew she was filming. I was just like, you're fucking
Ballsy.
yeah. And I try to be on my best behavior at the gym, because I do a lot of promotional stuff with them and advertising.
Smart.
So I'm not gonna, you dumb bitch, because that's just like, I just think that's.
You don't like girls filming you?
No, I don't. I think this one was annoying. If you would have been there
Okay.
for it, you would know what this was.
She was doing it for the attention. Oh my God.
And
the
what I
big
mean by
guys
that, she
there.
wasn't hot, Phoenix.
Wow. And the truth comes out.
No, but honestly, it would have been weird no matter who was doing it.
I'm going to film him doing it now. I'm going to post it on my Instagram.
Oh, you're gonna get yelled at.
I like it.
No, but and I'm joking, guys. We say a lot of things on this show in entertainment, joking form to get a laugh out of each other. That's what you do when you have a podcast.
Yeah. By the way, little
Which
guy's
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, little guy's new collar too is so cute.
He has the Feed Me More collar now.
Mm-hmm.
He's upgraded. His neck is getting bigger. He doesn't fit in the little guy collar anymore. He's becoming the little man. My little man. Just changed his name halfway through. Little man. No, but he's a cute one. I love being home with those guys. So those are my tips of the week, though, this week, guys.
No exercise?
That was the workout fitness tip right there. That was the tip for working out, the shorter rest periods.
Okay. Well, I mean, but what do you do during the shorter rest periods?
It doesn't.
I mean,
there's
HIIT
so many
trains-
you can't. So I couldn't give a tip on that. There's so many different workouts. I've given different workout things before.
I want only that because I need to get buff.
You are buff. You look great, Phoenix.
No, I want to be like super buff. I want to look like you.
Well,
So do all these viewers, I'm assuming. Like they want to.
Feed Me More Nutrition, available on Amazon and feedmemore.com. That legitimately are the formulas I've been taking for years. I can't stress this enough. These are the things that I've been using that I am now making available to everyone because they work so well for me. I figured they could probably help a lot of people. And so far, the reviews have been great. Like this, it's that simple.
Have you ever done tourniquet training?
No. As
Have
far
you
as
heard
where
about
you
it?
cut off the blood
Yeah.
flow,
Uh-huh.
I got the stretch bands. I actually got a stretch band right there that is meant for that
Mm-hmm.
you tie it around. Some people tie it to get more of a pump, and I don't even really.
I've heard it's really good for you.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I just look at it like I don't feel like tying fucking strings around my goddamn body to try to get
Tie it around your head.
to get an extra yeah. Well, thanks. That's really sweet of you, Phoenix. That was really mean.
I didn't see
I love that you're laughing so hard at this. Just choke
see
yourself
what
to death.
First of all, there's an asphyxia thing that's really hot about that, but I was thinking the other head. But okay.
Oh, okay. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I should have known better. That's my mistake.
You don't want you die.
I gave you too much credit for that one. That was, how dare I? Well, I feel mad that I thought you wanted me to kill myself. Phoenix.
No.
I was a little hurt by that.
Rigor mortis sets in. I don't know. We'll see. How much am I going to drink tonight? You said the band's right there. I'll find it.
Oh no, it's in plain sight, Phoenix. It's literally on the other part of the kitchen. I'll show you here in a second. Reviews of the week. Let's get to some reviews. We have a couple really nice reviews this week, I believe.
Yeah, amazing reviews. I can't wait to share with you. So,
It's all right. Last week we gave out free supplements to a negative one.
So we have 2 more negative ones.
Bring it on.
All right. So I used to love this pod. Oh, it's Jack Sacken.
Jack, what is his name? Is this his
Jay Sacken? Yeah.
Jay Sacken?
Yeah. Times have changed.
Oh, I believe he's left a review before. Actually, I remember that name.
Okay. He said, I used to love this podcast for its topical wrestling variety show style. I was a fan since day one. But after hearing how Ryback treated his best friend, it's hard for me to support him anymore. The new episodes have less to do with wrestling and more to do with life of a porn star. I'm sure some people are into it, but I'm not.
We thank you for listening. We hope you find the podcast that fits you and your lifestyle, Jay Sacken. And I think it's unfortunate that other people had to talk about things that didn't happen, and we're not going to get into it. That's not what we're about here on this for this particular situation. And that's all I can say about it.
Let me read the next one before you continue.
Okay.
Okay. So Chuck Finley said, time to walk away. Gave this show a shot for a long time. Surprised to learn Pat Buck had left. Still listened. Wasn't as good. Found out why Pat left. Puzzle pieces fell into place. Won't be coming back to this again. Ryback lives in a sad bubble. Let him rot inside it.
Again, thank you for listening to the podcast. We appreciate you leaving a review and still listening, and we hope you find the podcast that suits your lifestyle and what you are all about. It's really hard to respond to things like that because we've chosen, I told you, the situation going on, and the people close to me do. Mm-hmm. And it is, we're not talking about it.
No.
It wasn't my decision. It was very unfortunate. And that person will never be involved in my life ever again, ever. Right. And that's a decision I made based on things that I know.
And based on things that I know, I agree.
And it's and I think anybody that knows agrees. And it's not worth getting into a he said, she said, going back and forth. And I wish him the best and everything he's doing. He just won't be doing anything for me anymore. Fair. So and I think it's best to leave it at that. So this isn't a case of like WWE and me explaining why I made the decisions I made to leave.
You don't have to anymore.
I don't have to at all. And it's not worth it on this. I wish it was worth it, but it's not. So with that, we're going to go ahead and pick, what was the second one?
Chuck Finley.
Chuck Finley, you're our winner this week. Go ahead and email me at thebigguy@feedmemore.com, and we'll go ahead and give you a supplement of your choice for believing everything that you read. And we'll give you a free Feed Me More Nutrition shaker bottle and workout towel as well. And send you on your way happy, buddy. Thank you. All right. Questions.
Okay.
Feed the big guy some fucking questions.
Will Feed Me More Nutrition be available in Australia?
Hopefully, yes. Again, that's Amazon's going to be my outlet for that, and it's we're just waiting for Amazon to go live over there in Australia, and then I will start that process of getting approved.
Is it or no?
It was supposed to be. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. I know they are getting Amazon out there. They were when I was just in my wrestling appearance out there, the tour. That was the thing. They said it was like 2 or 3 months away, so it should be right around this time that they should be getting that all going. So it's again like Amazon UK. We're going back and forth. I've said the process of this, like we need photos of the supplements, and over there the diet, it can't say dietary supplement, it has to say food supplement. So we had to like create labels that say food supplement. That's so silly. And then I've been approved for everything now, but it's on hold because I have my PO box address for the business that we keep the business under on all the supplements, and they said we need a UK address. So I have to now get a UK address for the labels.
Friends.
Yeah, and it's just to put on, and we got approved with the FDA over there with the UK address that we have, but we need to put them on the bottles as well, and then we will be fully approved. So this is just the shit you deal with when you're dealing with these companies and whatnot. So hopefully very soon. It's just, this stuff just takes time. So.
All right, next question, as I just flicked the thing like a tard. To the both of you, favorite storyline you were a part of?
What do you have?
Nah, I want you to go first.
Favorite storyline that I was a part of? I don't even know. I'm trying to think of a period where it played out well at the end. Also, that where like, it was. I don't know. I don't think I enjoy it. Like, it was just. I don't think I have a favorite, to be off the top of my head.
That sounded like you didn't like it. You have to have one that you thought was cool.
There were different moments that were cool, but for a whole storyline to sit there and say what was your favorite.
I mean, you got to be mean. That probably was fun.
The bullying stuff was a lot of fun. That was actually, you know what? But
family stuff.
No, but yeah, it wasn't great for character stuff because people believe the movie's real. But as far as acting wise, playing the bully part was the most fun because it allowed me the most creative freedom. I felt like to start incorporating some of the big guy stuff, and even though those things were scripted, I was allowed to put in some of my own stuff. Nice. And those went really, really well. So I was happy with all those. And the people that we did the bullying segment with did a great job. I'll say the bullying stuff was my favorite storyline. But see, I look at that, it didn't pay off. We pulled me out of that to put me in another thing with Punk again, because he needed somebody with Heyman to fill up 2 or 3 more months. And so it was like shit like that. They always ended not as rewarding as they should have.
Right.
You know, so. But as far as that period until it ended, that was great.
My storyline, I'm going to go with, I like to be the secretary. That's always fun.
What
like the naughty secretary that ends up like either raping my little assistant girl or raping the boss, one of the two.
Yeah.
Those are the best
Good
ones.
for you.
What? I get to, I mean, no, I don't like those. I'm not a great actress. I'm not going to lie. If they'd let me just be a big dork all the time.
Just is dressed in Star Wars outfits?
Yes. Oh my God. I would totally.
Have you done anything like that or no?
I've done a few parodies. I've been Thor before. I've been Xena.
I love how you've been Thor.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because you know she's a girl. Thor is now a girl, right? Yeah. Thor's a girl.
Had no idea.
What?
I don't keep up with a lot of this.
I will say it's a little sad because I don't like the fact that they're taking all the iconic roles and making them female. And I know they're doing it for like women power and stuff. But like
that's weird. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Like they killed Captain America, made it Captain Marvel, and now it's a female. Hulk has always had She-Hulk, but now it's like she's just
Wait,
Hulk.
there's a She-Hulk?
You knew there was
I swear to God I didn't.
Oh
I've
my
never
God,
even Hulk's my favorite superhero, but I never knew there was.
Oh no.
Where the fuck was she at?
She's always sorry, cousin. They're cousins. I was like niece, nephew, no cousins. They're cousins.
Is this like just in comic books?
Yeah, in comic
It's
books.
not in the movies yet, though. Or anything.
No, but
so
I
that's
think
why I
they're
wouldn't know
bringing-
because I don't read comic books at all.
I'm not even
I had
gonna
one
go there.
comic book as a kid. It was a Slimer one for Ghostbusters.
I love that.
Slimer was on the cover.
I
It was the
have
only
that
one.
one.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah, I do. Of course.
That was the only one. I don't know why I have it.
Because it was Slimer and he was so cool.
But I don't know why. I don't know where. Like I got it. Like I don't know. It had to have. It might have came in a box of cereal. Like honestly.
I don't know if it came in a box.
No. I
might
really
have.
feel like it. That's
Oh yeah, no, because the Ghostbusters did one with like Boo-Berry
something.
or something like
there
that.
was
yeah.
something. I'm not making this up because it's. I wouldn't have went and bought a comic book at any point.
I remember marshmallows in that box, but I remember
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
there
at
was
the same
something.
time.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
right.
telling you, it's
We used
somebody.
to get way better toys than the kids now.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
this was a full comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think you're 100% right on that.
Somebody will confirm that, I'm sure, on social media
Yes,
for you. Someone
please.
confirm that with Phoenix on social media.
Yes, please, because Ryan doesn't
Where I got
use
that
it.
Slimer fucking comic book at.
Yes. But yeah, they took all of our favorite comic guys and made them girls, so it's weird. But yeah, I've done a lot of parodies like that. It's fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nah. Next question.
We have some Instagram ones today, too, if you run out of
Oh, yeah. So we have a few. If the moon was made of spare ribs, would you eat it?
Absolutely. Who wanted? It's,
If they're beef.
baby
yes.
back?
baby back.
I was never like, ribs are, because I worked at Smoky Bones, and we had our St. Louis style ribs and our baby back ribs. And I was, it's usually if I would do keto days actually there, low carb days. I tried not to have that barbecue sauce has a lot of sugar and carbs in it, so I stayed away from them a lot. Ribs are actually, if you get like a dry rub maybe
I can make that.
without the barbecue sauce, but like, then you could just eat the meat and not get all the carbs.
You're getting a lot of sodium in that.
Yeah, but still though, it's not sugar and carbs mixed with fat because there's a lot of fat on ribs.
You're right.
They make someone on Shark Tank actually had ribs, boneless ribs.
Yeah.
They make now, like they all loved them. They were putting them over all the sharks, and
You
I
can
need to
do,
look into that.
You don't know boneless ribs?
But can you buy those? I don't eat.
No,
I'm not
it's
a
how
rib.
you cook them. Like the bone, you just take it out. Like you just make it melt off
Well, I
the
would
bone.
just buy them like that, and I just say it's like me. I buy
So
the
you're
boiled
telling me you're
egg.
not a cook? Is that what
No,
I
I
heard?
cook all the time, but I'm
Microwaving isn't cooking.
I'm all about efficient time, about saving time, and
When
doing.
was the last time you cooked a meal?
I do stuff on the stove all the time. I microwave a lot of my fuel meals now, but those are made fresh and sent to me frozen overnight, and then I keep them in the fridge. You know, I can sometimes throw them on the grill with a little olive oil.
That's
They're already
not
cooked,
cooking.
but no,
Yeah.
not that. But I do buy foods that I cook myself still. I used to cook everything all the time, which is why fuel meals saved me all this time. I'd rather I eat to live. I don't live to eat, Phoenix. Hop on the bandwagon. Don't you're just letting all these people making money off of you eating their Twinkies and ho-hos,
First of all,
whatever the fuck it is you're eating.
either one of those
Here,
are no.
eat us. We're good for you. No, you're not. I fucking choose to eat what I want to eat. 'cause
You understand?
I eat
cook
to live. I don't live to eat.
steaks, and I do like cauliflower rice and sweet potato rice mixed with like green beans. Add a little bit of soy sauce. Like I'm a fucking chef.
Yeah, but you got to know how to cook healthy options if you want to fucking
That is
cook
all
over here.
healthy.
I've seen you cook some bad stuff sometimes.
I do cook some like enchiladas with tons of
Yeah,
cheese.
I would
and-
be 350 pounds like Adrian Adonis in my singlet trying to fucking hold it together.
I kind of like to see that. If you could make one celebrity disappear, who would it be and why?
I don't think I would want to make anybody disappear. I think that's just a fucking. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I don't really.
I don't hate
I don't
anyone
worry
enough
about
to.
that.
Yeah. Who wrote better songs, the Rolling Stones or Black Sabbath? You're a big music guy, so this would be you.
I'm not a big music guy at all. I don't know that like a lot of this shit.
Really?
I couldn't name you. Like I don't know. Like I just know. I don't memorize the name of songs. I just know. So, like
I'm the same as you.
if I like songs and like I couldn't name you any songs by those groups. Like I listen to them all the time, but I don't.
Yeah, but you don't know that's their
Yeah,
song.
I don't like because I don't obsess over it. I just listen to it. It makes me feel good, and I don't think any more past that. I don't like. Oh, I want to know more about them. I'm not. That's not how I process music.
You're not a groupie like that.
Not even a group. I'm sure there's people. Everyone just takes things differently. That wasn't how I use music to inspire me and to motivate me. And I don't need to go. I don't dwell on it.
Okay.
I don't hear a song and be like, oh, I want to know everything about the person that made that song. I don't never once.
Yeah,
just
I'm
not
the
me.
same as you.
Yeah, and that's nothing against the people that do. That's how I am.
You've answered this before, but have you seen the Netflix Glow?
Glow with the gorgeous ladies in wrestling one. Yeah, me and Pat talked about that before.
Check back. He said he just started listening. So
okay, it's great show on Netflix with women's wrestling and during that period and showing the evolution of women's wrestling. So
Sable, Sunny, Bobby Donna. That's my little ish. Just started listening a week ago. What's your least favorite move to take? And I guess this question can actually go for both of you. Laugh out loud.
Do you have a move you don't like to take?
My only no is don't spank me. So it's getting.
You don't like the spank move. That's you don't
if
like.
you try to spank me, you're getting decked in the face.
So you wouldn't make it in wrestling if would you get really mad at that?
Yeah, I'd probably go after him. It'd be like break a character and I'd deck him.
Even if they wanted to plan it out beforehand with you, can we spank you? Would you say?
I'd be like, I think you're making a poor decision right there, sir.
I don't like anything pile driver wise when you're.
Yeah, you're way too big for pile driver.
No, but just I think the move is too many guys have been hurt and paralyzed over the years, and guys now do these moves where they jump and land on the apron, the hard part of the ring. There's no way, and some guys can do it safer than other guys, but I just think it's for me. It's just not worth it because I've had nerve stuff in my neck from being dropped fucking on my head in a match up there. And it lasted for a couple of years. And it was, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That was not an easy period where grip strength was gone. Couldn't hold a lap pull down bar would fall out of my hands. And
whoa.
I had to do neck traction every night for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I have this neck RX, professional air pump that I would bring on the road every night with me and have to lie in my hotel bed. And before I went to bed, I would traction because if I didn't, I noticed it when I'd quit doing it, all my grip started fading again and I'd get a pain down my shoulder into my elbow. And it's no joke. So that's why I always tell people that's the one thing in wrestling where that will fucking ruin your life. So, and granted, people like Kane and The Undertaker did the tombstone pile driver, which was a different version of it where they can come down on their knees. It's not like the pile driver. I'm talking about the pile driver,
right? Where
the guy's head is between your legs, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin one with Owen Hart. That shit, just no time for that shit for me.
It made me think of the Razor's Edge because coming back.
Oh, I love that move.
Yeah?
That was my guy growing up. Razor was my number one guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Chico Razor Ramon.
Yeah, that's where the bad guy. Where do you think I got the fucking big guy?
Oh.
The bad guy, the big guy. It's just fucking.
Such a mark.
Yeah.
I got to say that, yes.
I appreciate that, Phoenix. No, he. Actually, the big guy didn't come from that. It was just a coincidence. It came from, Smokey Bones. I've talked about this. My manager always called me big guy. Jimbo Slice. He was a big Kimbo Slice mark.
I know.
And
rest in peace.
Yeah. And I told him, I go, I'm going to use that one day on TV, just so you know. I go, I am the big guy. And he goes, whatever you say, big guy. That was kind of, and we still text, so he's a good guy. But I thought it was cool because I liked Razor, and he was the bad guy. So.
This one, I guess, goes to me. Ever do a scene with two bi guys?
Certainly hope that one was for you.
Okay, so in my opinion, in order to do a double penetration on a girl, you have to be a little bit bisexual because your balls are slapping against another guy's balls while you're inside her.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're focusing on the fact that you're inside the girl, but most of the time I think they're just, especially in your double anal things or your double vaginal that bitches do, which is disgusting. Sorry, no two penises in my vagina ever. Thanks. This shit's still tight.
I'm glad you have limitations on yourself.
I have so many limitations. Don't spank me. No two anything in my hoo-ha. But I think there's a lot of bisexuality, and unfortunately not a lot of people are comfortable coming out with it. So, and Jenna Jameson just went on this whole thing about talking shit on trannies and transgender people, and I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty big. She's just like, I think it's disgusting and crude, and I'm like, how are you gonna say that? Bottom line is, odds are she sucked the same dicks you did, so
yeah.
Sadly.
I just stay away from all that, people.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna.
There's too many phobias in this world.
It's just a lot of things in this world. So, and social media brings out the worst. I feel like so.
I got one on your Instagram. What do you think about Dave Meltzer?
He's a wrestling news reporter. I don't know anything about him other than I know he's never had a match. He does YouTube videos on his podcast, like profits from all that, which is fine and all that, but just overanalyzes everything with wrestling. It's fucking fake, and they try to make sense. They get upset when they don't understand when things don't make sense, and I'm like, it's fucking fake fighting. It's never made sense. It's never made sense ever.
Really?
Wrestling, if you go back and look, every once in a while something will kind of work, but then it fucks up.
Somehow there's a glitch.
It's like it's wrestling. It's what it is, and it's. Granted, I think everyone thinks I don't know. Like it's just funny hearing the grown men like upset that Finn Balor got beat by Kane on Raw, and like it's really fucking funny. And I'm sure he's a great guy. It's just funny hearing a grown man trying to make sense of why this fake fighting world. But don't know him, never met him, and I'm sure he's a nice guy though.
I like this one. What is your biggest motivation for getting better and better for each passing day?
Just being the best version of myself. It's setting goals and kind of having an idea. And I'm big on setting goals, but not necessarily mapping out. I think sometimes if you overdo your goals and put too detailed of things, it takes the fun out of it. Mm-hmm. That if you break it down too much, which I've done before, then it's like
there's no give.
Yeah, it's like you're just doing what you got to have a little fun and excitement in there, and that's another thing I'm constantly trying to work on is balance of having more fun.
Oh yeah, because you don't do that at all. Legitimately, he doesn't.
But I do occasionally every once in a while. But like I'm trying more to like just put myself and do different things and situations. But I am where I am right now, and I'm in a very pivotal moment, and like I'm walking away from all that and creating everything I am. This is all in the infancy stage of all this. So like I have to be really hands-on with everything, and but you got to be able to just enjoy life and let your hair down from time to time. And
yeah, let it flow, baby. I see it just glistening right now.
I would love to just let my hair grow out and just it would be great. Nobody would recognize me. I should do that, but I'm still wrestling. So that's the only reason why I haven't. If I wasn't doing my wrestling appearances, I would, and if this movie thing works out at some point, which we can't talk about, but I'll grow my fucking hair out just to do it.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this. This is going to be epic.
Fucking Fabio.
I'm going to put little like braids in it and have a corn rolled for you. It'd be so awesome. It's a whole new look. You'll be like the Road Dogg.
Oh, you love the Road Dogg.
I know, see?
He's a hell of a guy.
You told me that last week. I was like, All right. I think that's pretty much it.
You got an Instagram question on there or no?
Those were the Instagram ones I added.
Okay, well, that's good. Let's go ahead. We'll go before we take a break here and come back with our wrestling news. It's that time. We're going to do one more phone call this week. This one is Anthony. Hopefully he answers. He actually messaged me today. Hey, big guy, when are you going to give me a call? So thought today would be the perfect time. Mm-hmm. And we're going to call him for a surprise little phone call real quick. Hey, Anthony. It's the big guy Ryback here with Feed Me More Nutrition, doing a conversation with the big guy with Phoenix Marie. I feel like you sent that to voicemail on me. Usually the rings are a few more than that. Granted, we did star 6-7 it, unlike Brutus Van Hammer, who got the phone number by my botch the couple weeks ago. Really disappointed. Was hoping we could have had a nice little conversation, got to know each other. I wanted to say thank you for purchasing Feed Me More Nutrition on Amazon and leaving the very kind 5-star review that you did. I hope life is well. I hope everything is going your way and you're remaining positive. And again, I'm a little bummed out. We're going to take a break right after this as I go cry. And
I still love you, Anthony.
Phoenix likes you. I'm a little upset, but you're probably busy. I don't know if you're on East Coast time or not. But thank you again. And hopefully one day you'll answer. All right, buddy. Thank you very much, though, seriously. Have a good night. All right. Our first no answer.
Sweet. I know. Listen, I'm going to be honest. You already know how I feel. I wouldn't have answered that. So I've been like, and voicemail. Not because it was you, babe.
No, thank you. I appreciate you clarifying that for everybody out there.
No one I see is the mercy in the voicemail.
And when you get an unknown number, this day and age, it's just like, who the fuck is calling me?
And maybe they have bill collectors. I don't think you do, Anthony. Don't worry. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, but I think The Office would sometimes do that. Stanford, like they would sometimes do it. Like WWE would do an unknown caller sometimes, and it'd be somebody from The Office, and you're like, why the fuck wouldn't you just fucking
send your stupid number?
It's like because they think you won't answer it if you see the area code from Stanford. It's just so weird. Like, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's just sometimes. But all right, with that, we're gonna take our final break, guys, and we'll be back with some wrestling news.
I am the ultimate Ryback, and I'm here to tell you about Feed Me More Nutrition. It is the ultimate premium in sports nutrition. Wake up, unlimited energy. I take it non-stop, and I am all the unlimited energy from the gods above my blood, my skin. The energy is pouring through my system. The big guy, all natural testosterone booster will be giving you erections to the heavens. And if you need protein builds muscles upon muscles. I'm so hungry. Premium grass-fed prebiotic enhanced whey protein isolate is what you need. Fat burn body fat with Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, the most powerful fat burner on the market today. Feed me more nutrition. Save 10% with Podcast 10. Available on feedmemore.com and Amazon.
All right, we are back. Get to some wrestling news that
I'm gonna botch.
You're gonna what is Phoenix gonna botch this week? Is what it's my favorite part. You make my day at night when you do this. I just it really makes me happy.
All right, so Ace's cheap plugs first.
Ace, shout out to Ace.
You can find Mike Ace Malaro on criticalblast.com. This week, Ace reviewed Gerald Welch's new book, Shattered Prophecy. And apparently he said he really loved it. I got like an additional little addendum to the email thread that Mr.
You guys have private chat on AOL, right? That's your deal?
On AOL. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Maybe not. Is it? I think they closed Messenger. But anyway, that's not wrestling news.
That's where I remember that was when I was a kid. That was going.
Yes.
It's a joke.
You can follow Ace on Facebook and Twitter at SKITCHNM. New Mutants, not New Mexico. Get it right. Because he's a nerd like me. So, wrestling news.
What do we got going on?
First, I'd like to say something because I actually was noticing, maybe because doing the podcast, how many of my girlfriends watch wrestling. There's a shit ton of fucking porn stars that love wrestling.
Really? Who do you? Why? Because they know you're doing this podcast now.
Yeah, a lot of them do, and they're like, "Oh, come on the show."
Do they listen to the show now?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they offer to come on the show too. Huh?
Oh, get off!
Oh, really?
Not get off. Damn it!
I like it when you fuck up, and I get.
I was like,
I will, Phoenix.
On her face.
Okay, now you go. They got it. The listeners got it. We don't have to go in detail.
I like details.
Yeah. No, that's that. Eventually, like I said, we'll get the studio set up, and then.
All the bitches.
We'll get the casting couch.
Oh, yeah. All right.
This is just goes a whole other. Yeah, you need us to interview you before we do the podcast.
I just want to see if you know anything about wrestling moves. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, suck.
And then that's a whole other side business we go into for your
for
your
my
porno
stuff.
production stuff that we go into. The hidden camera on the corner.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing this. I'm not even joking.
This is-
Now I'm going to start forcing him. I'm like, listen, you're going to get off. I'm going to get off. We're going to get paid. Take it.
Just making money, just exposing everything.
All things. So, TLC recap. Because of a viral meningitis outbreak, which we discussed last week.
Kissing friends is what you called it, I believe.
Kissing, sucking, licking, all exchanging
Or just
fluids.
breathing the same air as each other.
Inside each other and whatever. It's fine. You know what? If you have a butthole gaping and you go, I guarantee you it probably, yeah. Anyway,
Jesus, Phoenix.
there was a major last-minute change to the show. Kurt Angle replaced Roman Reigns in the main event, marking his return to the WWE ring for the first time in 11 years. AJ Styles stepped up for Bray Wyatt, giving the fans the dream match of AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. TLC had a really odd card, 2 cruiserweight matches, 3 women matches, the Universal title, the Intercontinental title, and the tag team titles were not defended.
They weren't, nope.
I do think there were a lot of good matches in the show, but there just didn't seem to be a lot here to convince people to buy the show, even before the last minute changes.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I actually, there was something, so, because I have the WWE Network. Mm-hmm. It's $9.99 a month. I don't pay for it. I've had it a free subscription that they give all the talent when you're there.
Now it's going to be revoked. Good job.
No, they won't. I've asked for them to revoke it. They won't.
Really?
It's and I've never asked them. I'd have not like called like Mark Carano, like, can you cancel my subscription? I went and I was talking to my buddy. I went because we were talking about they're a publicly traded company, and their WWE Network numbers are actually not. They always, like I said, 3 million was the number they wanted 3 million subscribers. They've been stuck on 1.3 or 1.4 million or 1.5 million.
Really?
Which is not nearly as much. This is
Not even as many Instagram followers as I have, so that's hilarious.
No, but there's different things. I want them to succeed in that because I have a lot of friends that work there, and like I'm fine. I'm doing great without them. So like there's major flaws in their system where they do the free month, where if you sign up and put an email in, you get a free month. Mm-hmm. Well, part of the problem is guess what a lot of people do is they sign up with an email and they get the free month and then they cancel so they don't pay.
Right.
And then what do you think they do?
They go get a new email.
Yeah, because you know how hard that is?
Not hard.
Not hard at all.
Yeah.
And then they sign up with a new email and then they get another free month. And they're fucking themselves over with this by not having a better system in place that prevents this.
Yeah.
With remembering credit card information or names, something to limit people from doing this. Also, I'm curious how many free subscriptions they give away and count towards when they do their quarterly stock reports because every quarter they got to give their numbers.
Right.
And I went on my WWE Network to update because they had my name in there as Ryan, and they always send all my stuff, my checks from them,
right.
like royalties, all come as Ryan Reeves. They've failed to acknowledge that I'm now legally Ryback,
right.
which just makes me laugh. So I went on there and changed my name to Ryback and put my updated email and all that. But I went to see, I go, can I cancel this? And I went and I looked on the WWE Network. I had to go on my personal computer because I didn't see anything on the phone app. And I can't cancel it. It just says complimentary subscription. And I went and Googled like how to cancel your WWE Network. And the instructions that it has on there, that doesn't exist on my page for my subscription because it's complimentary access.
Do you think Vince is doing it as like a fuck you, Ryan?
No, yeah, I don't even care why they're doing it. Yeah. My thing is how many complimentary WWE Network subscriptions are they giving out that they're counting towards their bottom, like
their bottom line
into that 1.4 number? And it's not can't be that many, obviously, but it has to be some.
Oh yeah.
Everybody that works there and in the office but friends and family of these people, say it might be 10,000, 5,000, I don't know. But I was like, I wonder if they give that. I don't know if they give that number up on how many of those 1.4 million are complimentary access. Like it just made me think, and I was talking about that with my buddy, and I was like, that's odd. I can't cancel this. And he was the one that actually brought it up, and he was like, I wonder how many other people can't cancel because of that. And I was like, yeah, that's an interesting point. And I go, I'll bring that up. But the email thing is a huge problem for them on the WWE Network thing that they have to from a business standpoint.
Yeah, like buy 6 months, get 1 month free.
Or they just have to do something where that email thing is being abused left and right.
Yeah.
And they have to have a better filter in place to prevent
And
that.
if it's only $10, it's like less than like 2 coffees at Starbucks.
But it's like, how many other people are they losing out on because people are keep getting the free subscription?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. It's
That's
just,
dedication to cancel, though. I'm not really good at that. Like, I'm like, oh, I'll sign up for the free thing. Yeah, I'll cancel it. Never cancel. I'm like, shit.
the problem is too, though, casual viewers aren't getting it, whereas casual viewers would buy pay-per-views.
Right.
But that say the casual viewer would buy 2 or 3 pay-per-views a year, but they don't want to pay for a network, even though the money might be the same that they spend the whole year. They just don't want to. They just see that monthly bill. Well, I don't want that other expense on there, and they're not. I feel like they've tapped out the hardcore viewers.
Yeah.
And it's not the 3 million they were wanting. So I hope they get it fixed because they hopefully can increase those numbers. But I thought the pay-per-view was. I didn't watch all the matches, but I saw several, and it was nice to see Kurt Angle back. And I thought they did a good job. People are going to complain no matter what about anything like wrestling.
Why?
Nobody hates wrestling as much as wrestling fans, Phoenix. It's kind of to quote Matt Roby, and I know there were some people that were upset. Like Kurt Angle came out and like dressed as Shield in the Shield attire. The guys, the Shield, they have like their attire, and he didn't come out like in his regular outfit and like his music initially.
Yeah.
And like people were unhappy over that. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like
He's back, though. Like,
he came back on like 3-4 days notice. Like it was an amazing comeback story, and everybody, it was good. And then Finn and AJ had a great match, and
Who won that?
I believe Finn Balor won that.
He's cute. I looked him up. What?
I don't know I don't.
He had like this.
How old
weird-
do you think Finn Balor is, by the way?
Young as fuck.
What
I
do you
really-
looks like a young little boy to you?
He looks like he's 23. Oh God, am I gonna get in trouble
He's like
again?
37 or 38 or something.
Bullshit.
Like that. No, I swear. Grown man. And you just said he looks like a little boy.
I really did. Oops. And I really meant it too, because I was looking. I was like, oh, he looks like a cute young kid. Oops.
No, that's everything. You said it all.
No,
but
hate me.
I
I'll suck your dick. I'm sorry.
Jesus, Phoenix.
Like that.
You're a great recovery on
Right?
that. No, but it's he's a great guy. I enjoyed the show. I don't I'm trying to think of they didn't have all their championships being defended. It was a weird pay-per-view. It was weird from the start as far as the whole thing was for the Shield thing, and due to Roman getting out, they kind of just threw a wrench in everything. And I thought they giving people Kurt Angle, it was like ideally you'd want to give him a lot of time to come back and hype it up, but they made the best of it, and because I think they in their minds they didn't have the stacked lineup like they typically do on the different pay-per-views or network shows, and they needed something big to fill in.
He's big.
Kurt, and that was the biggest thing they had.
Yeah.
So kudos to Kurt Angle for stepping up, and I thought he had a good showing. So he's been through a lot, man. He's had a long career, and he's been beat up, and he's had a lot of nerve damage, and
he's still beast.
That match could have been really like they did a really good job with protecting everything in that. So I was happy he got to come back.
Building towards Survivor Series. On Raw and SmackDown this week, WWE has already started building towards Survivor Series. Survivor Series is being hyped as the war between Raw and SmackDown's best. We already know that Brock Lesnar will be facing Jinder Mahal.
What was that name?
Oh, Jesus.
I think you fucked his name up before.
I did. Jindal.
Wait, how's it spelled? Maybe he.
Jindel.
Oh, so you actually get a pass for this.
Yes.
Ace fucked up the notes this week.
Yes.
It's Jinder with an R.
Oh, okay. See?
So you don't. Okay.
And I made it an R on the paperwork.
It's all right. We spelling errors. I actually use an app now for anything I'm putting out with because I'm not good at there's certain, like I know certain grammar stuff, but there's little things that like I'll miss little things here and there, and you always want to make sure it's all tightened up on that. Like go back and reread, and just sometimes when you're texting people, you don't worry about all that.
No.
Like, it creates bad habits, but it happens to the best of us. So
it's okay. We still love you, Ace. And in a champion versus champion match, Raw ended with several members of the SmackDown roster showing up to give a beatdown to the entire Raw roster. Like it. On SmackDown, they teased a few minutes that Raw would be coming for revenge, but it didn't happen this week's show, which I thought was a terrific way to ensure the audience would come back in the weeks to follow, waiting to see what happens next.
Yeah, no, that was it was I think the feedback has been good on that little I saw that thing at the end. I caught part of it, and the SmackDown invading Raw and whatnot. It's cool because they used to have a pay-per-view. What was the pay-per-view? It was when they had the split rosters before. I can't remember the name, and I just was thinking about it earlier, and I knew it. But where they would do Raw versus SmackDown all throughout the pay-per-view, kind of. So this is their way of doing it for Survivor Series again. So where they're just creating interpromotional matchups to kind of create that illusion of their monopoly. Yeah. They own all of wrestling.
They own all of it, but we'll pretend like they don't.
So we'll pretend there's a conflict and stuff and create a war within the company.
Because one's Stephanie's and one's Triple H's, right?
Stephanie's Raw, and then
Shane
is SmackDown. That's the whole
vibe.
And Vince is the owner, and
he's Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah,
I like it.
So, but it was he'll create for some interesting matchups, and it's funny. But it's like they do that, but then they do where they'll pull AJ Styles was on SmackDown and came over and filled in for Raw, and they used him on a Raw match. And it's just
makes no sense.
It's just nothing ever does, so it doesn't matter.
Again, with wrestling, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, that's why I like to listen to sometimes people try to make sense of it.
So I'm gonna come on the next one. WWE announces Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. I'll be watching this match.
Are you gonna actually get the WWE
Fuck
network?
Yeah, I am. No, you're gonna give me your password. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Free mark right here. The night before NXT, what the hell? I'm going DX. My brain's everywhere right now. I heard Shawn Michaels' name, and
You got all fangirlish.
I know.
Really
I did.
quick. You're red right now.
I am red. I won't even.
Jesus, lie. Phoenix. That needs to be a guest at some point.
Or fuck yeah! No, you can't. I'll try and wifey him up or something. It'd be bad.
You're a professional now. You're a podcaster. You got to be able to.
So I can suck dick under the table while he's talking. We're fine.
This isn't one of the scenes, Phoenix. This is a real show.
Oh, really?
I mean,
what am I doing here?
It's just me awkwardly talking, trying to fill the time for you.
It's all yeah, I know about that. Sean, your face. Oh, she's done. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys.
That'd be so cool. Okay, anyway, the night before NXT War Games, NXT champion Drew McIntyre takes on Adam Cole in San Antonio, Texas, with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. Seems a little strange to do this match the night before War Games, featuring Shawn Michaels in his hometown of San Antonio, Texas. To me, it seems like a much bigger match than the title match for War Games with Drew McIntyre and Sin.
I don't even know how to say the guy's name. It's
That's
something Adrian. What is it?
It's Andrade Sin Alamos.
Probably something like that. Yeah, I've never even.
You guys are totally gonna come and harass me on my feed.
But no, they just do things if it's they have a show at NXT the night before. They're just it's just a way to maybe ticket sales the night before weren't as good as they wanted, and this is a way to.
Well, yeah.
You never know. I don't know.
Did you read that adding to the strangeness later on, Shawn Michaels will be facing off against Johnny Gargano?
That's correct.
In an ab off.
Really?
Oh my God.
You're gonna have to definitely sign up for the WWE.
Yeah,
or just use my account. Yeah. Sorry.
Complimentary.
That's a weird one there. That's kind of
that's awesome. Are they gonna have baby oil?
I have no idea. I don't know what.
Listen, you're supposed to be there for me. Tell me there's gonna be baby oil and Shawn Michaels' abs.
I think Shawn is training in Orlando at the NXT Training Center. He's like one of the trainers down there now, I think, or he pops in from time to time, I think.
Babe, when are we going to Orlando? Please?
Go do a live podcast down there?
Oh my God, please.
Outside the NXT Performance Center.
I will sit there on the ground just waiting.
I'll set up a table and we can just do the podcast outside there just so you can know you're close.
Yes, I can smell.
Jesus, Phoenix.
Sweet chin music.
Have some composure.
Okay, sorry. Back to wrestling news. Kevin Owens reacts to fans taking pictures of him and his daughter without permission.
Ooh. What's going on with that?
Last week, Kevin Owens had a Twitter exchange with a fan who claimed that KO was rude to his girlfriend for taking a picture of KO and his daughter without permission. Several other Twitter users seem to go after KO for this. It's amazing to me when some wrestling fans seem to have this bizarre sense of entitlement. Sasha Banks seems to get a lot of heat.
We talked about
fans,
that last week, yeah.
I personally think that's not okay. Like, that's a little girl. Don't do that.
Yeah, they're really. I told you there's good fans, and then there's people that you even say no thank you to, and then they instantly fuck you, and they think that they're entitled to everything, and they don't understand that.
I wish we had
like that's like the guy. It's family time, you know.
Yeah.
You don't.
There's a little girl involved. Like, no.
There's his family and his
like, if it's him and his chick, fine, whatever. But
even then, he's allowed to say no.
Yeah.
To, like, don't. And like, and you like, people think like their total combined income for all those people is very low, probably, and they're very unhappy and they're miserable and they're negative and they just want something to bitch about. And it's just go bitch about
fuck
something.
yourselves.
They'll literally okay, fuck off, go bitch about something else, and they will.
Yeah,
and
they'll find
in a
something.
week there'll be
It'll be
something.
us.
Yeah.
Yay.
There'll be like Ryback's comments over the KO photo situation.
Right? No,
oh
that
my God, Ryback said what? God. Yep. And I say fuck off to all of you.
Yeah.
And
suck my dick.
and then you go on to somebody else.
I like this one. Impact cuts ties to Jeff Jarrett. I used to love Jeff Jarrett.
I love Jeff.
And he did like the little walk when he came
the
out.
strut.
Yeah, see,
Good
wrestling.
old Double J. Mm-hmm. I was actually supposed to wrestle him coming up at Starrcade in North Carolina, and I believe he's not doing that show. I believe I have a different opponent now, so I'm hoping it might be Joey Mercury. So
Okay.
I'm hoping. I believe that is what is going to happen. I gave the okay on that, the big okay, because I like Joey a lot. That will be a very, very physical, fun matchup.
Once again, another.
That sucks though, but Jeff though, I don't know what.
Do you want me to finish?
Yeah,
one?
sorry.
Oh.
He's such a nice guy. I don't know what.
Why he would. Jeff Jarrett made a comment that Anthem is out of money, which Anthem denied. And the next day, a promoter for Real Canadian Wrestling claimed that Jarrett showed up late and drunk for a show, which Jarrett denied. The whole situation is a mess of rumor and innuendo. Personally, I wish nothing but the best for Jarrett and Impact moving forward. If nothing else, Impact had a lot of talent wrestlers on the roster, and I don't want to see any of those guys lose out because the consistent turmoil TNA and Impact continues to have.
Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on with the situation. I've met Jeff several times, talked to him on different occasions, and I don't know enough about any of it to make a comment on anything. So, but like I said, wish everyone involved the best.
The Davy Boy Smith Jr. says why
Harry Smith.
Harry Smith. Well, it went to there. Saves a woman's life. Posted on social media about an incident in which he stopped a woman from jumping off a bridge in Calgary.
Oh,
Smith, the son of the famed wrestler British Bulldog, obviously, took to Facebook and Twitter to talk about the experience. I stopped and jumped the barricade and tried talking to the girl, Smith wrote. And she was crying in an emotional mess and threatening to jump off if I got any closer. With people on the round waving her not to jump, I decided to grab a hold of her and not take any chances. She started to slide and wanted to go more as I gripped a hold of her. Luckily, from my years of grappling, and self-defense, I knew how to grab her hard and how to pull her up from the hanging off and jumping. I knew not to grab her clothing because she would have ripped it through it. When I yanked her off the bridge, finally, I established the mount position as you do in grappling, and I did not let her budge. Wow.
That's
Whoa, she talks about having a gun, and so that is why he stayed on top of her until authorities arrived.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's he's a really good human being. He always has been. He had an interesting run in WWE. He got signed really, really young. He's bigger than his dad. Like he's tall.
Height-wise, yeah.
Yeah, and but he's always been into the grappling ever since I knew him from Florida Championship Wrestling and well before that even. I'm sure he's just always outside. He loves pro wrestling, but he loves grappling. And
he'd rather do jiu-jitsu.
He does all that stuff, yeah. And he's a big strong kid, but he's that's good for him, man. That's
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a very, very cool. That's one of the good things about social media, that stuff like that, where you can.
And he's not looking for credit for it. He's just letting people know. Like,
no, people shared the story, I believe, if I remember correctly, and like and it was other people that had done that. So. And
it says, "Life is a precious thing, folks. Never take it for granted."
Absolutely. No, that's can't stress that enough with everything that's gone on, and.
Oh yeah,
it's every day I say thank you multiple times. I go through my whole little meditation thing, and just every day of life is a good day.
Find something you love and do it.
Yeah, that's why I like these successful people on social media, and you got to still you just take a little bit of what they say and you apply it to your life, no matter what it is. You can't go and try to be somebody else. You just have to be you and start small and build. And like, you see these successful people, and they're not bragging like, look at how much stuff I've. And maybe some of them maybe do, but a lot of times though, it's done to try to show you what can exist in this world. Yeah. Like, you could have anything you want if you truly can believe that, and it's more than just believing it; it's doing it too. And you got to start small and build. I always said, like, and I talked about this in my book, but like, if you have to go at a restaurant and you're a burger flipper, you just be the best burger flipper you can be, and you work as hard as you can be, and you do the little things well, and you never know who's watching. You might have a supervisor come in undercover one day, and he's man, that fucking burger flipper, he has a great fucking attitude. He's always smiling. He's always doing the little things in between flipping the burgers. I want this guy in a better position. And he slowly starts moving up. And in fucking 10 years, he might own his own McDonald's. Yeah. Might own 10 of them.
You never judge anything.
I give it your all, and just, you got to start. You got to apply these techniques to your life, but you got to know what you want also. And you just take baby steps. What about Bob?
Yeah.
You met with Bill Murray?
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies, because Baby Steps, as funny as it is, that's so forced.
Yes.
And it's like, it's making fun of the positivity in a way, kind of.
Yeah,
a little bit how they do the movie, because the doctor is a quack. Yes. The guy, but Bill Murray makes him Bob makes him crazier.
Fuck yeah, he does.
The guy was crazy already, but it's like baby steps, and that's what it is. Life is baby steps, and it's just so. But that's it for this week, I believe. Yeah. Anything you want to social media-wise follow you on?
PHXMARIE on Instagram and PMorozzo on Twitter.
And what's your website?
OnlyFans /Phoenix Murray.
And I am the big guy Ryback 22 on Twitter, Ryback 247 on Snapchat, @Ryback 22 on Twitter. Thank you guys for listening. You've just listened to another episode of Conversation with the Big Guy. Aye.